This is all a stunt. It's all an act. And people need to wake up. This is about protecting this country. Do you not understand? We don't have another chance if she gets her grimy little hands on the keys to this nation. It's a wrap.
Good. Good. You've heard me say for a long time that cell phone service with Pure Talk is half the cost of Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. You hear just $20 a month for unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data, and you might be thinking, what's the catch? There's no way Pure Talk can offer cell phone service that doggone cheap. I say just ask the thousands of listeners who have already switched. They are loving that they're on America's most dependable 5G network. They love Pure Talk's U.S. customer service and their selection of premium phones. So what are you waiting for? It's time to start supporting companies who share our values, like creating American jobs and supporting our veterans. It's time to switch your cell phone service to Pure Talk Plus with no contract and a 30-day money-back guarantee. You have nothing to lose. Dial pound 250 and say Brandon Tatum, and you will save 50% off your first month. Again, dial pound 250 and say Brandon Tatum to start saving now on your cell phone plan. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I think it is a good idea that there's a counterbalance or counteract to what the Democrats are doing. I think that we're a little too late, right? Because I think they've already got momentum and it's already been out around the country and they got hundreds of thousands of people on this call. But I do think it's invaluable to put out the message that there are people who are black who do not support Democrats or do not support Kamala Harris, and they have valid reasons to do so. So now there's the black Zoom call for people who are against Kamala Harris and do not believe that Kamala Harris is our candidate to run the country. And I'm a full supporter in that. I think she's terrible. I want y'all to listen to what some of these people have to say because I think it counteracts the narrative that all black people are thinking alike. And there's a lot of black people that think differently. Do I agree with everybody on this call? No. Some of these people probably hate me. But outside of that, I do think a lot of people on this call are good and they make common sense commentary that I think that more black people should hear. Therefore, they can see a different perspective from black conservatives. Roll the clip.
Propaganda onslaught, the things that we've seen over the past couple of weeks. I mean, it's insane. It's a very well-oiled machine, right? What we do have in our favor is that people do not trust any of this stuff anymore. At this point in the game, people know that they're being propagandized. So I think that a lot of people on this Zoom have the opportunity to reach out to people directly that are either done with the propaganda and also, by the way, are never going to follow any of, these Trump people, right? Are never really going to listen to anything that they're saying. So I would have some faith in our messaging and in the people that you can reach.
Then just imagine what kind of harm she is going to do to black people with the power that she will have and the control that she will have in her hand. She would destroy us. When you look at that video that's out there and that woman said, oh, I'm not going to do anything for black people. Did you see that look on her face? Yeah. She said that with sincerity from the bottom of her heart. So I don't know, when people tell you who they are, believe them. The lady already said that out of her mouth, that she don't have no intentions of doing nothing for the black community. So we as black people need to stop being loyal to people that are not going to be loyal to us.
Everything she touched is dangerous. And people got to realize this is a election. This election is very crucial to people to understand what she's all about. She's not about nobody but herself and the party, and she's not in charge.
As we all aware, Democrat policies just really haven't been too beneficial for black Americans. Prior to the 1960 civil rights movement, which was shifted. So our, JFK Jr. actually had a civil rights proposition that was a lot better than what LBJ had presented. He actually altered it after the death of JFK Jr. But prior to the civil rights implementation, we actually had a higher participation rate in the workforce. I think we had higher birth rates, and we also had a higher marriage rate than I think of the white counterparts. And it's crazy when you also look at the people that were destroying our cities. When you think of Black Wall Street, it was a bombing that was ordered by the National Guard, but the governor, James B.A. Robertson, was a Democrat that ordered the bombing up in Oklahoma. So their policies really haven't benefited us all the way back from the past to right now, is just my opinion. I think if we ever endorse anything that's liberal, it leads to our destruction. Hip hop itself is pretty liberal. I wouldn't say hip hop is really conservative. It might have some conservative aspects to it, but for the most part, it pushes out liberal agendas, and that doesn't really serve us well either.
Yeah, I can tell you, we got to stand up and we got to fight. We got to push it back. And this is why you see me on social media. I drag their ass because I care absolutely nothing about evil. I care nothing about my professionalism. I have 2 college degrees. I don't give a damn about those degrees. And if you're going to get in the gutter, I'm going to get in the gutter with your ass. So you have got to fight. You can't be nice to demons. You can't be nice to people. You have got to push back and destroy these people where they stand. And this is what I do on a daily basis. Some oh, you too rough. You too. No, I'm not rough enough. Because if I was, then the evil wouldn't be out there.
And I care about this. So vote for me. And in 10 years, they're the ones that got the pink hair and the blue hair and the weird makeup and et cetera, because this is that's how they've been taught. And the Democrats literally basically brainwashed them into feeling like they support that because they create it.
She is disingenuous. She doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't like us. I'm just going to say it. She doesn't like us. She is Indian and Jamaican. She is constantly riding on the backs of Black people who have helped to build this great nation. And I want the nation saved. I don't care about identity politics. I don't vote race or gender. I vote policies. And hers, she doesn't have any. But if she did, they'd be disastrous. She's already told you what she would do. She will support illegals, and it will be Black votes. Go on, get to the back of the bus again, because once she has what she wants, the door shuts. No more Black church visits, no more Essence Awards. Oh yeah, no more money for HBCUs. This is all a stunt. It's all an act. And people need to wake up. This is about protecting this country. Do you not understand? We don't have another chance if she gets her grimy little hands on the keys to this nation. It's a wrap.
That she couldn't end it that better than that. It's a wrap. Dom Lucre, I think is his name, the guy right over there. Good dude, love him. Y'all should go follow him, man. I know him. I know some of these other people, but I don't remember what their handles and stuff are. But we'll put his handle in there. Go follow him, man. He's always killing on Twitter. Probably got the biggest Twitter account out of any of us. But yeah, I think it's right. I mean, I'm hoping that more Black people wake up and start having these conversations, because this woman, Kamala Harris, is really not good for Black folks. I mean, you could argue whatever you want to say about her, but she has no plan for Black people. When these people are just as outraged when a cop kill a Black person as when a Black person kill a Black person, then I'll listen to them. They don't even care, man. They don't care. They genuinely do not care, or they have to show that they don't care because they're pushing an agenda. I don't understand how the whole country can be outraged when a cop kill a woman who threw boiling water at him. Well, let me say this. I understand how the country can be outraged, but I don't understand how the country can be outraged about that. And then kids get shot in the head in the inner city almost every other weekend, and like nobody's even saying anything. They don't get a T-shirt. There's no stories about it except local stories. There's no tweet from the president. There's no calling the family of some kid that's been murdered in unintended gang violence. And it's just not right, man. It's not right. They don't care. And these policies negatively affect Black people so much greater than anybody else. Pushing the agenda of reproductive care, that's hurting Black people. The more we don't have children, the least the lower our population number becomes, and the least our vote count. I don't get how people don't put that together and say, if we keep advocating for this, they keep pushing us into food stamps and welfare, they keep giving us excuses and making us have to be victims, we're going to grow up and be detached. Our generations to come will be detached. We hate this country. We ain't got nowhere else to go. So they teach us to hate America. We screwed. That's like living in your mom and them house and somebody telling you hate your mom and them hate your mom. No, you better find a way to love where you at, because you can't go nowhere else. You're going to be miserable. This is what they do to us, man. And every couple of years they say, look at the white man. They hate you. Look at the justice system. Look at the end. It's like, you guys have been in leadership positions for a very long time, at least 50-50, and you guys have done absolutely nothing but hurt the black community. We, like, black people, and I get it because it's like in our DNA. The instant gratification for black people is something that is really destroying the black community. Right now. You know, right now I want food stamps. I don't want to have a 15-year plan. I want food stamps and help right now. And that's how they get us. Right now fix. You want this fix right now. No, they don't want to fix the schools and make sure they equip young people to go on and be competitive in the workforce. They go, oh, we're just going to give you a position because of the color of your skin. The right now. And it's not helping. It's literally handicapping a generation, and it's just continuing to go on and on and on. We're so much different than our forefathers. We're so much different than our grandfathers and great-grandfathers. They grew up in an era where they loved America and they want to hold America accountable. We grew up in an era where they hate America and they don't know their history. They don't know black history and they don't know American history, if you want to separate the two. But anyway, I thought it was good they had a Zoom call. Good to see the counterbalance. I wish there were more. I wasn't invited to the call, but maybe they tried and they didn't get a hold of me. But it has to be bigger than this for it to make more of a significant impact. But I think it's a good start. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out.